There's a whole window open on the other side of the room. You don't need to be in this one. No, you don't. I'm sorry, it'll be open later. Welcome to Mooney Reads. Welcome to a new vlog. It is Queer Lit Readathon time. So I'm super excited to get into that. I've also been like journaling a lot more. I've got some other like crochet projects and stuff like that going on. So we'll see what all happens this week. I feel like with readathons and stuff like this, I sometimes start out with like the pile of possibilities, but this one is really big and I've been kind of bad at finishing stuff recently, so who knows what I'll actually read. So I'm just going to talk about the things very close to the top of my list. One thing I'd really like to get to before the end of the year is to finish Boys in the Void, which I've been working on for over a year. I put it down because of no fault of the book. I put a lot of things down last year. And I recently finished one of the books that I put down and was kind of slow reading, No Study Without Struggle, and that was really good. This one was also really good while I was reading it. I love the writing style. It's basically a letter from a brother who's a millennial to his Gen Z brother, and in doing so, they like talk a lot about music, and his experience in the music scene, especially as a Black queer person. So it's really, really good so far, and I think I could finish it before the end of the year. So we'll see how that goes. The other one that I might kind of look at more sooner rather than later is Neuroqueer Heresies, Notes on the Neurodiversity Paradigm, Autistic Empowerment and Post-Normal Possibilities by Nick Walker. The author of this is trans. I haven't heard too much about it, which also means that this could hit multiple prompts on the bingo board. I might not worry the most about the bingo board. I do like the prompts and I like the bingo board, but my reading is just all over the place. So these are the main two things I'm going to focus on. Since it is really probably past the time I should have mailed Christmas presents, but I'm still shopping. So, but since I haven't mailed them off, I do have one book that I'd like to read that I'm gifting, and that's Delicious in Dungeon, Volume 1. I've heard really good things about this. It's cute. I'm getting it for someone who really likes D&D. But I wanted to read it before I send it, so I'll probably read this today or tomorrow. It's a manga, so it'll be really quick. I don't think it's queer. So it's nothing to do with the Queer Lit Readathon, but I am gonna look at it. So now that we've got all that, I'm going to pick my journal prompt and write a little bit before work. Because what can I forgive myself for? Okay, it is day 2 of the Queer Lit Readathon. Yesterday I finished an audiobook that I don't even think I mentioned in the first little update. So I've got 2 audiobooks that I'm in the middle of, or was in the middle of. One of them, I Feed Her to the Beast and the Beast is Me. I recently got back. I had read like 50% of it like a month or so ago. It was really good, but then the library said that we need it back. So I finally got that back, and I haven't started it yet because I was in the middle of No Country for Eight-Spotted Butterflies, which I didn't even realize going in would be a fit for the Queer Lit Readathon. I didn't know that the author was queer. I had seen like a little bit of the book here and there, and really I picked it up because I was looking for an audiobook, and I think it was on one of the library's lists that they had up, maybe an Indigenous author list or something. I don't remember. But it's a pretty short essay collection from a writer from Guam, and he talks a lot in this about the environment and colonization, as well as things like grief, and his life in general. And with this collection, I thought that there were some really strong essays, and then there were some essays with like some strong points, and then some points that like he would like have like a lot of nuance in a single sentence, and it's like we need more of a focus on that. If you're gonna say all that, I feel like we need more elaboration. If you've read the book, I thought that about like the Mother Teresa essay. It had me in the beginning, and then it like switched in a way, and then crammed a bunch of nuance that needed to be elaborated on. And some of the small ones were really good. Some of the small ones I could do without. So it was a mixed bag overall, but I think that the really good essays in there are definitely worth reading the whole thing. I just know it's kind of a mix, and part of that I think comes from like what these different essays are. It's like a mix of commencement speeches and journal entries and things like that. And really I think it would have been a lot stronger if he had taken the idea of some of these things and really written more and expanded it. But yeah, there's that. So it's, I guess, fits for a nonfiction prompt, which I'm certainly going to read more than just that nonfiction. But that's, I think, the only prompt that it fits for in the whole bingo board. So that means that I Featured to the Beast and the Beast is Me is going to be my focus for audio. And it means that not much has changed in terms of the books that I'm reading physically. That's where I'm at. I was going to just get up and do other things, but I'm stuck on the floor because a baby's in my lap. A little baby's in my lap. Oh. Okay, is it still day 2? It's 17th. Day 3? It's day 3 of the Queerlit Readathon. So it is day 3 of the Queerlit Readathon. Yesterday, day 2, I did a little book haul because we got an early Barnes & Noble gift card Christmas thing, plus it's my partner's birthday today, so we did stuff yesterday because we both worked today. So that was cute and fun. I also have another book to haul because one of our friends sent us our Christmas presents, which is so nice. So I got Crip Theory, Cultural Signs of Queerness and Disability, which is amazing because I started this book, Neuroqueer Heresies, Notes on Neurodiversity, Paradigm, Autistic Empowerment, and Post-Normal Possibilities. And And, oh, Kitty, you're gonna have to get down. I'm so sorry. I have food up here. No, lady. Thank you. In this, she talks about some of her essays that she put out earlier and then, like, contextualizes them, but then adds on to them. There's essays spanning the early 2000s through whenever this was published, which is probably within the last couple of years. And this, which is published in 2006, so it's, I don't know what the full timeline of disability studies is, but it's got to be, at the very least, it's a little bit older, especially in terms of how discourse and stuff moves. This was published in 2006, but I think it's going to be really good, like, foundational stuff, and it'll be cool to read, I think, in context with this and some other things on my TBR. I've been wanting this one for a while. So that's super cool. Thank you so much to Dan. He has a bookstagram that's really cool that you can check out, and has YouTube videos, even though they're older. They're still out there, so you can find that in the place where you find things. I only read this a little bit on my break. I haven't done too much reading, really, but I tried to be a good noodle and, like, cook real dinner instead of eating chicken nuggets, and it didn't pan out very well. We've been doing some HelloFresh, and it usually turns out good. It's usually easier than I think it's going to be, because I always think it's going to be a huge thing, and then it actually ends up being a lot more fun. But this time, I attempted to do, like, some, like, fried fish in a pan, like, not deep fried, but it had breading on it, and it all fell off, and it tasted like shit. And I didn't like the coleslaw because it was, like, all purple cabbage. So I'm gonna eat my fries. They're just the only good thing that came out of that. And honestly, probably watch MasterChef and finish my laundry. A little bit of reading might be had. Maybe my mood will change, or maybe I'll listen to my audiobook while I do the dishes. We'll see. And if I have anything neat to say today or tomorrow, this is where it will be. And I'll journal sometime tonight. Also, something I realized, I wore this last time I checked in, and in my last vlog, I was also probably wearing a lot of the same shirts. I am usually in my pajamas filming all of this as of late, because if I go to work and then come back and film and stuff, I'm not on my couch in, like, outside clothes. Like, I get comfy, so I'm not weird, and I'm wearing the same thing out 500 days in a row. I say as it's like 3 days in a row, but these are pajamas, so it's acceptable to me. It's the 19th, which I think makes this day 4 of the Queerlit Readathon. I just wanted to check in, despite having no reading updates at all. I've not even finished that manga that I started. The past couple nights I've come home when I could read something, I instead, like, hyper focused on astrology stuff, and found that one of the people that I really like on TikTok has a lot of really cool YouTube videos, including some on interceptions I've been really interested in. I have intercepted Aries and Libra in the 4th and 10th house. If anyone is interested, that's where my Aries, Venus, and Jupiter and Libra live. So I feel like that has a fairly big impact. And interceptions are also something I haven't found too much about. I do have a book on it. I don't know that I'll totally derail everything right now to start it, but yeah, that's what I've been doing. Just, like, astrology and work. I know I'm actually watching some booktube, watching Alex's Spotify vlog, which is really cool. I don't know if I'll read tonight or if I'll do captions on my videos instead, because I do have 2 sitting finished, just needing captions. Or maybe I'll just lay and stare at a wall, because I feel a little bit like my brain is made out of scrambled eggs, and I still have to do customer service things tomorrow. So that's day 4. Hopefully the next time I check in, I will at least have finished that manga. It is well after the Queer Lit Readathon at this point. I'm editing this and I realized I didn't actually make a proper outro or anything. I had a clip where I talk about just continuing to the end of the month. And that didn't happen. I did end up finishing another book by the end of the year, but not for the Queer Lit Readathon. So I think it was just really that one. But one book is better than nothing, and I worked on at least 2 other books. And if you want to hear more about the other books that I finished, in December, that video will be out soon. Or maybe even now. I don't think that I've decided what order I'm going to post things in. But yeah, hopefully this vlog isn't too short or weird, since there's not really a lot of reading happening in the reading vlog. But either way, thank you so much for watching. Bye.